Hijack Season 2, Episode 8, Season Finale, titled Terminal. Greetings everyone, it is I, of course, your one and only multi-potentialite, neurodivergent host,
the Kosmic Jedi. Welcome back to my channel.
So without further ado, let's enjoy the final episode of Season 2. Hopefully it's going to be a banger. Woo! I can see they're planning to do a Season 3. Or they might just, tie up all the loose ends in one full-on episode. Maybe this is, 2 hours long? No, it's saying it's 50 minutes long. So I'm anticipating Season 3. I don't see them canceling the show. It'd be stupid if they did.
Damn!
Hopefully, the third season will be the final season. Or they might tie up all the loose ends in this season. And then when we get a new season, it might be a different scenario all over. Who knows?
That's right.
But I shan't hold you any longer, people. Let's begin because I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen to Mr. Sam Nelson and co.
You're wasting your time.
Who's the man you're working for?
That's a good question.
Even if I knew his name, I wouldn't tell you.
It looks like Ron Weasley.
Damn!
Guy's evil.
The bombs you built will kill hundreds.
Well, duh.
She's saying she doesn't want you to do this.
No, she's sacrificing herself and I won't let her do that.
That's good. It's a smooth ending. Simple, effective, very tense though. So some situations were tense, but didn't like how they made that fool in the prison. I mean, he was going to go down eventually, but the idea of him having to take a walk to make the phone call and then still sat down back inside the cell to receive the phone call. He didn't even have the phone turned off. It was weird. It was very weird. I don't even know what deal. Nah, I didn't like how the ex-army guy. Never mind. It's a nitpick. It's okay. It's a nitpick. It's cool. But it's done well. I'm satisfied with the ending.
Yes.
I can now, woosah and release my nerves because boy, I think it started getting juicy from episode 3. I think 3 or 4. Yeah, episode 3 or 4, and I'm impressed. I don't know if it's as good as the first season though, but it's still a good season nonetheless. I don't know if it's as good as the first season. First season had me hooked, man.
That's right.
First season had me hooked. But if they do a third one, what else? What other vehicle? A ship? A boat? A yacht? A cruise ship? It could be. And if it's after the cruise ship is done, what, a submarine? Or a blimp? No, I don't think they should spoil this because it's been good so far. If they do another season, it has to be the final season. I wonder if he's been interviewed about it. Like, do you want to do a third season? If he said yes, no, maybe. I think I'm cool with the third season. I'm okay with the third one. Well, and whatever decision they make, I'm okay either way. If they say this is the final one and there's no other season, thumbs up for it. If they say there's a third season, thumbs up as well. But as long as that other season is the final season, then I'm okay with it. Because we still don't know how his son got murdered. So I think there's room for a third season. They have to pay off the little mysteries that they kept open in this one. Because the military force being part of this hidden underground thing that seems to have infinite amounts of money and threaten people's families and offers other people money, and they don't seem to have any jurisdiction. The jurisdiction, yeah, they can either operate in UK, France, Germany, wherever it is, as long as they have people under their thumbs, they can manipulate them to do anything they want. So I'm open for season 3 as long as season 3 really expands the whole thing, and maybe it's not a hijacking per se. But then again, the show is called Hijack, so there has to be some form of hijacking. But you'd have to find a really smart, strong workaround to tie everything, to bring it full circle, basically, because we haven't seen a funeral for Sam's son.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't seen a visual of how he got killed, or was he kidnapped? So even when the guy that what's the other guy? The prisoner that was supposed to be transferring. Even when Sam brought up his son's murder or his son's death, he said, "Is that what they've told you?" So that means it sounds like he didn't do it. So there's obviously bigger things at play, but it'd be nice to just, I want those questions answered, man. So if the guy didn't kill Sam's son, who did? And then why are they using Sam's son as bait? Is Sam's son really dead? We didn't see any funeral, so maybe he's still alive. And then who's really in charge? And maybe we can never really find out who's really, really in charge. It just seems to be people who are all connected through some small team or huge team, and they play ghost mode. The fact that, you know, they can easily infiltrate different systems anyhow, or just get regular people, get someone's mom, dad, children, hold people at ransom, and it's game over. So yeah, there's room to explore that, but you know, you want to be able to just say, this is what it is, deal with it and done. Or it's one of those things where you want to leave open-ended and say, yo, this is a serious matter we're dealing with in real life, where there are these organizations out there that will, you know, use people to do nefarious things with the tease of money, or with the not tease even, with the reward of money, and lots of money, and they seem to have access to lots of money. As long as these people that they have under their thumbs do what they want them to do, they will get a large sum of money. So maybe the allegory, not allegory, maybe there's something to be explored in the third season to talk about. Maybe it's a real life situation right now where this kind of thing is going on. Not on this scale, but there are people with infinite with access to infinite amounts of money, and they are currently observing people who are in dire need. Maybe they have access to their data, so they know who's in a lot of debt, who's owing money. And once you present yourself to those people and say, yo, we can help you with your debt, we can help you with your son's or daughter's illness, or family member's illness, or their illness, sick, whatever it is, as long as they do what they want them to do, you know, they can help them out, help them with the sickness and illness and death. So that whole manipulation is there, but the money is always they don't use the money as a carrot on the stick. You know, the money is real, basically. You're allowed to take the money, but as long as you do what needs to be done, otherwise there's no point. So if you're threatening family members and you're making people do what you want them to do without any hesitation, especially the airplane thing. I mean, people, they even have a system where once a person or persons are killed, they have a system that collects the dead bodies, almost like John Wick. It collects dead bodies, cleans up any form of forensic, I mean not forensic, any form of DNA left over, any form of proof. So this is a real serious program that's been running for a long time. So maybe it's going to be an ongoing thing that the next season or seasons might explore. But you've done 2 seasons of a hijack. I feel a third one needs to really start answering these questions as to who is behind the program or these programs, and how far stretched are they? Because you've seen them operate in Dubai, UK, and now Berlin.
That's right.
And they're going for army, ex-army operatives as well. So they're smart because, well, smart enough. They haven't gotten away with most of their plans. Maybe in the past they have little mini jobs and they've gotten away with it. But the airplane one, they didn't predict Sam Nelson's interference. So how successful have their plans been in the past, and how many planes have they hijacked? Is the hijack of season 1 their first big attempt to hijack the plane? So there's I want those questions answered. I want to know who's in charge. Not even who's in charge, to be honest. I just want to see faces. I want to see them delve into how the program runs, and I don't know what else you can hijack in season 3. So I feel season 3 has to focus on really investigating these groups of people and how things are done. And maybe they're so interwoven into the system that you can't really defeat them unless you shut down the whole system. So they're probably into politics, mayor roles, president roles, vice presidents, army generals, weapons specialists, health organization, police, schools. They're probably everywhere.
Damn.
I say again, one last time, the fact you have a system in place where once dead bodies are found, or people need to be killed are killed, you then have a cleaning system in place that also has weapons training. That's real serious. So I'm hoping the show hasn't forgotten about that in season 1, because that was the one thing that really piqued my interest. I was like, you guys aren't just some regular, shady organization. You have a cleaning system, for the love of Ra. So if they can explore that in this 3rd season to just show how deep this thing goes and how far it goes, I'm gravy. I'm hoping for it. I'm absolutely open and ready for it. But yeah, it's a beautiful way to end the second season. I hope this is the season finale. Me doing all this whole monologue. Let me Google it. It better be the season finale. Unless it's episode 9. I don't think there is. It seems to be the final episode. Very well done. Very, very well done. I enjoyed the ride, pun intended. But I still feel I enjoyed season 1 a lot more than I did this one. Doesn't mean this is bad. I would say season 1 was like 95%. And this one is like 85%.
Nice.
Very, 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 very well done. Idris Elba, you're killing it, my guy. You are killing it. Season 1 was fire.
You ain't lying.
Absolute fire. And then this one, well done. Just took a little while to get the train in motion, pun intended, because episode 1, 2, and 3, I think were just a little too slow for me. I think it was 1 and 2. Or 1, 2, and the first half of 2, and the second half of 3, sorry. 1 and 2, too slow. First half of episode 3 was a little slow, and I think it's the second half of episode 3 that made me feel okay. Now we're in the hot seats. But yeah, I'm happy with it. I'm very, very happy with it. I have no qualms with the season. Just aside from the sluggishness, the sluggish or slow start, I'm gravy. Very, very gravy. So yeah, let me know what you guys feel in the comments. Who's watched the show, who enjoyed season 1 and this season as well. Which out of the 2 seasons, which one do you prefer the most? Which one do you enjoy the most? And who here is an Idris Elba fan? Because I definitely am. He's doing well, man. He's doing very, very well. I didn't even know this could be a thing I would watch in terms of a hijack on a TV show. I prefer anything to do with hijacking. I prefer them to be in movies. But to keep up the pace and to maintain the momentum and keep, viewers interested every episode, yeah, I'm impressed. That's why I really enjoyed season 1. Even though I watched it late, I'm surprised I enjoyed it, because I didn't think I would sit down to watch a whole plane hijacking thing or show as hijacking situation, but as a show. I prefer that to be a movie.
You serious?
Yes.
So that is me done, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get off here and start editing all these videos and upload them onto my Patreon. Shout out to Mr. Danjuma, my first paid Patreon member. I appreciate you very, very much. Very, very much. And I look forward to more Patreon members joining as well. But yeah, I've enjoyed this, man. I've definitely enjoyed this. Now I want to carry on with Paradise Season 2 and Justice League cartoon as well. And then I want to start doing some old school movies and some DC feature-length animated movies as well.
You don't understand.
I got some good things planned, man. I got some good things planned. Anyway, peeps, I've of course been your one and only multi-potentialite, neurodivergent host,
The Kosmic Jedi signing out. Thank you for watching.